thank them. I can only assume if someone's willing to purchase a life membership, they must plan on a long time of contributing here to the Valley. In addition to that, right now, I would like to call up one person to the podium here, and that would be illustrious William J. Hussey Jr., 33rd degree, who also serves, as we already indicated, as the most excellent Grand High Priest of the Royal Arch Masons in Illinois, for him to make a brief statement to you about the quarry event that they have coming up.
Did you say brief? I've never been brief in anything. I would like to thank the Valley for an opportunity to talk to your members here. I am the most excellent Grand High Priest and a proud member of this Valley for 27 years. We have 4 Grand Officers here that are also members of your Valley, and plus a member of the Grand Council of York Rite, who's a member of your Valley here. We have a Quarry Day, April 18th, for anybody or our present members that are here that would like to join us. It's out off of 74. If you've been to the Moonglow to get a moon burger, you probably went by the rock quarry. We're going to start at 9 o'clock. If anybody's interested in getting more light and masonry by joining the York Rite, we can get you started in the Royal Arch Masons at 9 o'clock. We'll have the 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th degree, which will complete your Royal Arch Masonry degrees. If anybody's interested, we do have some petitions, or if you'd like to come, we're going to have a lunch for $10. It's going to be brisket, and barbecue brisket and pulled pork, which I'll go just for the lunch. I was 110 pounds when I joined Masonry, and so I've been eating very well on the road. If anybody's interested, see Sean McBride. If anybody doesn't know Sean, John, stand up, please. Or Ryan Irby, and we'll take care of you. I'd be glad to see you. This is something different. We're not sure how many more years we're going to be able to do this. This is our 2nd year in a row. The rock quarry will probably be closed down within the next year or 2, maybe because the owner's getting older, who's also a Mason, and his sons are not wanting to take it over. So this could be your last opportunity to do something outdoors. We do try to do something a little different like the Valley of Danville does. But anyway, thank you, I appreciate it.
Thank you, Bill. And with his comment that he used to weigh 110 pounds, and look at him now, I'm kind of hopeful getting taller. I want to real briefly just highlight some of the visitors that we had here this weekend from outside the Valley of Danville. I would like to think that they came and traveled here because the degree work from the Valley of Danville is so renowned throughout the country that people will come and see it. But we had William Silber, John Gillespie, who were both here from the Valley of Cambridge. In addition to that, we had Randy Mitten, who is a past sovereign prince, or I should say the illustrious Randy Mitten, past sovereign prince, 33rd degree from the Valley of Terre Haute. If I get this right, Lucio Catone from the Valley of Chicago. We had, some people have already been introduced, so I'll skip them. John Pear from the Valley of Cambridge. And then today we had illustrious Dean M. Heitz, MSA, 33rd degree from the Valley of Quincy, and David Coyle from the Valley of Quincy, and then also coming from the Valley of Quincy, Randall W. Baker. We thank you for coming, hope you're still here, and hope you had an enjoyable day or weekend here with us at the Valley of Danville. At this time, as we try to wrap up the introductions, I would like to recognize the people who kind of make this go. Everyone gets to see the degree people and the people in the cast, but the people that really kind of make this work go unnoticed, unfortunately. And I'd like to talk about some of the reunion people. We have people here from the wardrobe and makeup department. We could give them a round of applause. We have our sound and lighting people, I'm sorry. Not seeing anybody, but if we could give them a round of applause as well. If we could have our degree directors and their assistants stand up. Our dining room staff, I think some of them are back there. Maybe the dining room staff, stand up, please. Our green coats and greeters. Our credentials and passport committee people. Our jewelry sales staff. Our class marshals and the classroom staff. Our Valley photographers. Our hospitality room committee people. And our stage crew. Once again, I really want to thank all of them for their efforts. I think a lot of times they feel like they might not get the recognition they deserve, which they don't. We wouldn't pull these reunions off without them, and I appreciate everything that they do and thank them now and in the future.
Thank you. Are you ready? It is a great pleasure and a personal honor to introduce you to the most worshipful Grand Master of the state of Illinois, Barry Ware. Come on.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that, my brethren. I always say that not only am I honored when you honor the position of Grand Master, but I do this with a complete corps of very dedicated Masonic officers, and would like to introduce some of them briefly in a couple of minutes. But first I'd like to spend just a moment talking with you, if I could. I didn't realize a couple of years ago when Bruce called and said that they were going to have a reunion over in Danville and they'd like to have it in honor of the Grand Master. I knew that had been going on for a number of years. I've had the opportunity to come in the past and be a part of that as a witness to the weekend. But I didn't realize what an impact it would have upon me. And I want to say, for those candidates, I said it upstairs, that were introduced a little earlier, that I indeed was honored that you were a part of my class. I got to talk with them and find out a little bit about them and realize their dedication to Masonry. Some of them haven't been Masons very long. Some of them have been Masons for years and said they put off taking that next step and being a part of the Scottish Rite until the time seemed right or it worked better in their personal plans. But everyone to the man expressed to me the deep impression that the Valley of Danville has had in their lives just in a brief day and a half. And I like to think that that's really what Masonry is about. Matter of fact, I know that is indeed the substance of what Masonry is. That we as men can band together in fraternity, looking for enlightenment. Enlightenment is the fact that we become a part of a group that are dedicating themselves to trying to uplift their lives, to live lives that are exemplary of our dedication to integrity and honesty, patriotism, reverence for sacred things, fellowship, and benevolence in the world. all those things that are held up in each one of the degrees that they witnessed today. And I realize I'm talking to some of the ladies, and you may not be aware of both the pageantry and the substance of what is delivered in those degrees. But it has a real impact when you recognize the fact that you're joining with a group of men that are all going through this journey of life, trying to not only uplift themselves, but are concerned about others. The men that were here today coming in the class, concerned about them, willing to invest in them in order to help them have a better life, a richer enjoyment of those things that are indeed the blessings of God, and what we all should appreciate. So I really am thankful for the opportunity to be with you, and extremely honored to have a class named for me, and to know that I have 15 reliable Masons that are working in life to better the world, and I appreciate that. I do need to recognize those that are working in the vineyards of Blue Lodge Masonry, and I would like to ask, do we have any worshipful masters? I'm going to ask that you stand and stay standing, please. If we have any serving worshipful masters, if you'd stand and stay standing. Do we have any committee men in our Grand Lodge appointed line? I know we have some, and would ask them to stand. Do we have any district deputy grand masters with us? If you would please join us to be recognized by standing. I know we have an assistant area deputy grand master. I assume that he stayed for the meal, because that's what he does in Masonry, is stay for meals. We are pleased to have the area deputy grand master for the southern area of the state of Illinois. Would you please give a round of applause to these men that are working so hard? You've already met Noel, and I'm not going to reintroduce him, but we are appreciative, Noel, to have you and Iris here with us today. And I do need to recognize, although he was introduced as an active member of our Supreme Council of the Northern Masonic Jurisdiction, we have also with us the Senior Grand Warden of our Grand Lodge, Right Worshipful Brother Gregory L. Clark. I hope I haven't missed anybody. Are you aware if I've missed anybody? Oh, you, okay. I'll do that. I am delighted to also have my wife with me, Crystal Weir. I thank all of you for coming to celebrate with us today. Celebrate the good things about life, one of which is Masonry. Part of Masonry that is good is the Scottish Rite. And again, I thank you for honoring me. It's been a pleasure.
This will take about 2 minutes. I spent long and hard hours trying to figure out what kind of a gift that I could get to Grandmaster that would be unique and he would always remember it. And I thought about getting him, you know, a gavel or a plaque or a puppy. Yeah, a puppy. There was a lot of things that was suggested. But I decided that the one thing that I know that he said when he started in this journey, that he was more interested in the Illinois Masonic Charities. So with that, here's your check. Enjoy.